Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we unpack the numbers behind the headlines and see what is really going on behind the curtain. Today we're diving into BioCryst's Pharmaceuticals' latest filing. Get ready because there are some intriguing numbers and a few things to keep an eye on. Alright folks, let's get straight to the juicy part. BioCryst's Pharmaceuticals Inc. has just dropped some preliminary numbers for the end of 2025, and they're singing a pretty good tune, especially for their drug ORLADEYO. First off, for the last 3 months of 2025, ORLADEYO brought in an impressive $151 million in net revenue. That is a solid 22% jump from the same time the year before. Even when you tweak the numbers a bit to make a fairer comparison, taking out certain European sales from last year, it is still a fantastic 36% increase. That is like seeing your sales team bring in way more than expected, boosting performance significantly. Now for the whole year 2025, ORLADEYO raked in a whopping $601 million. This is a 37% leap compared to 2024. That is a huge growth spurt for a drug, showing it is really gaining traction in the market. Imagine your company's main product selling nearly 40% more units than the year before. That is the kind of momentum we're seeing here. They're even pointing out that if you look at the full year, excluding some European revenue for 2025, the numbers still look strong. The comparable year-over-year growth still stands at 43%. This tells us the core business outside of specific regional sales is performing exceptionally well. It suggests the drug is resonating with its target patients and physicians. Financially, the company ended 2025 with a healthy $338 million in cash and investments. This is crucial. It means they have the resources to fund their operations, invest in research and development, and weather any unexpected storms. Think of it as having a strong nest egg, giving them flexibility and security. Now, they mention something called non-GAAP financial measures. Don't let the jargon scare you. Basically, when companies talk about non-GAAP, they're adjusting their financial results to give a clearer picture of their core business performance. They're taking out anything unusual, like one-time expenses or specific regional sales that might skew the numbers. BioCryst's says this helps investors understand their performance better, especially when comparing different time periods. It is like looking at your net income after taking out the cost of that unexpected car repair. You get a better sense of your regular monthly budget. For instance, they're pointing out that the 2025 ORLADEYO revenue numbers, when you exclude certain European sales from previous years, paint a very specific picture of growth. It is their way of saying, look at how well our primary market is doing independent of these other factors. This is often done to highlight core operational strength. However, they also include a standard cautionary statement regarding forward-looking statements. This is super important. It means that while they're sharing results and forecasts, these are based on current expectations and assumptions. Things like market changes, unexpected research setbacks, or new competition could mean their actual results are different. It is a reminder that these are educated guesses about the future, not guarantees written in stone. The whole announcement is tied to a press release, which is essentially their way of talking directly to the public and investors. Think of it as their official announcement to the world about how they're doing. And it is all signed off by Alain Barnes, their chief legal officer, making it official. So, what does this all mean? BioCryst's seems to be on a solid growth trajectory, driven by their drug ORLADEYO. The revenue numbers are strong and they have a healthy amount of cash. This puts them in a good position to continue their work in the pharmaceutical space. A key strength here is the consistent high growth of their main product. It suggests effective sales, marketing, and a product that meets a real need. The main risk, as always with pharmaceuticals, is the regulatory environment and competition. New treatments can emerge, and breakthroughs don't always happen as planned. Also, their reliance on ORLADEYO means that if anything were to happen to its market performance, it would significantly impact the company. Overall, BioCryst's Pharmaceuticals looks like a company with a winning product and a clear strategy for growth. They're demonstrating robust performance in their key areas, and their financial health seems sound. It is definitely a company to keep an eye on as they continue to develop and market their innovative drugs. Alright, that is our breakdown of BioCryst's latest filing. What is your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out our Discord linked in the description for more discussion and community. Thanks for watching, see you next time.